မင်္ဂလာပါ Keystone Education Channel မှာကြိုဆိုပါရစေ။ခုဒီ channel ကဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဒီ channel ကဗီဒီယိုပေါင်း30တင်ပြီးပါပြီ။တချို့ဗီဒီယိုတွေကတော့အသံတွဲအမှားတို့သုံးစွဲအမှားတာတို့ကိုပြင်ပေးတာဖြစ်ပြီးတော့တချို့တလေကတော့ IELTS နဲ့ TOEFL ဖြေမဲ့လူတွေအတွက်ယူရပါတယ်။တချို့ post တွေကတော့လည်းသတင်းတွေ podcast တွေမှာအသုံးများတဲ့ idioms တွေကိုနားလည်အောင်ဥတည်ထားပါတယ်။တနည်းအားဖြင့် content အကုန်လုံးဟာ upper intermediate level ဒီကြီးပဲလို့ပြောလို့ရပါတယ်။ဒါပေမဲ့တချို့ဖတ်ရှုသူတူသဖြင့် pre-intermediate နဲ့ intermediate level တွေမှာသင်နေတဲ့ဆရာတွေကဒီ level တွေနဲ့သက်ဆိုင် Greedy dogs and disciplined sheep. Once upon a time, there was a wise and just king who ruled over a fertile and prosperous land. One day he went on a tour of his country together with the courtiers and ministers of the palace. When he was passing through the city, he was pleased to find that his subjects saluted him and prayed for his longevity. Long live the king, they waved and shouted. He also noticed that there were lots of stray dogs all across the city, wandering in the streets. Some were sleeping by the side of the road, and some were foraging for food in the garbage dumps. The king asked the courtiers why there are so many dogs scattered all over the city. The courtiers explained that these dogs did not stay in packs. They usually wandered the streets singly. Sometimes they would fight over food, howling and biting each other, much to the annoyance of the people. After going round the city, the king and his retinue came to the countryside. There they saw a herd of sheep grazing quietly in the pasture. They also noticed that the sheep stayed with their own herd and ate the grass together in one grassy plot. Only when they had eaten up one plot, they moved on to the next plot, thus giving time for the grass to grow again. In this way, they made sure that there was always grass to eat for every sheep in the herd. Several months passed and the king was going on a tour of his country again. This time he saw several lifeless bodies of dogs in the streets, covered in bloody wounds. Nearby was a big piece of meat lying untouched. The people explained to the king that a man threw a piece of meat to feed the dogs. But each dog wanted the meat for itself without sharing it with others. So they fought and fought until they all died without any one of them getting the piece of meat. This time also they came to the countryside and saw the flock of sheep peacefully sleeping in the pasture. In one part, the grass was left with short stubs, whereas in another part, the grass was growing long and green. The courtiers explained that the sheep grazed only as much as they had their fill and left some so that they could graze the next time. No sheep claimed all the grass for itself. Instead, they shared the grass so that every sheep should have its fill. The king pondered over the two incidents and told his courtiers and subjects, "My dear courtiers and subjects, you noticed with your own eyes what happened to the dogs and sheep. Now take this as a lesson for you." Questions 1. Do you think that the king's subjects loved their king? Give reason for your answer. 2. What is the lesson that the king wanted his people to have? 3. What are the character traits that sent the dogs to their doom? Leave your answers in the comment.